welcome to the Chasing Spindles podcast. My name is Sasha, also known as Spin Pixie everywhere on the interwebs. Hi to new viewers, hi to returning viewers. Let's get this show started because I don't know how much battery I have left. This is Sunday, January 12th-ish or something. 2014. This is episode number 8. Yeah, 8. All caught up. So, again, hello to everybody. I am going to go ahead and get into the babbly. So if you don't want to hear it, if you cannot be bothered, please fast forward. I won't be offended. Thank you, you damn hooker, for texting me in the middle of my show. Anyway, fast forward if you don't want to hear the babbly. If you do want to hear the babbly, I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's get started. So, on Sunday, I decided that it was going to be my day to get things back in order. I have been eating like a Tasmanian devil lately, and not really giving a flying sack of crap what I eat. So, I haven't made any resolutions because I don't believe in that crap. I just decided that I was going to get my affairs in order and start taking care of myself again. I've been really kind of lax with the way that I allow myself to eat, and it's starting to show in the belly, and I don't like it. So, Sunday I went shopping. I did some healthy food getting, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I signed up for Graze, which, if you don't know what that is, it's the service that every 2 weeks they send you a box of yummy, at least yummy looking at the time, I don't know how they taste, but they look yummy, snacks, and they're healthy and organic, and they have low calorie or whatever, different types of snacks for you to try, and they just send you random snacks. But you can also go on the site and rate. It's like kind of like Netflix for snacks. So if you are the type of person who buys a bunch of crap in the store like me, and you don't want to do that, then this is a good service for you. My rationale was, if I can afford Netflix, then I can afford to do this because I need the healthy food. It's just getting ridiculous. And so I signed up for Graze. My package is in the mail. So I cannot wait until that gets to me because I want it now. Plus I figured it would help to have something healthy to eat on the train as opposed to what I have been eating. So on Monday, that was the day that I went and got on the train, did what I usually do. So on the train, I found a place where I can sit on the top that has tables. So if I want to put on a podcast and just have that on the table while I knit or eat breakfast or spin or what have you, I can do that. So I found a car that has tables, and I was totally happy about that. So I was sitting there minding my own freaking business, and this lady comes up and she sits at my table. So I'm like, totally cool, maybe I'll talk to this girl, maybe, we'll do the whole thing where you talk to someone on the train, and I won't just be sitting there like a loner and a loser myself. So I go to say something, and as soon as I do this, her friend walks up. I'm like, huh? And her friend walks up. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll talk to them. Well, she totally, does not even pay any attention to me. Proceeds to get out her makeup bag and start doing her makeup. Her friend shows up, and they start gabbing a mile a minute. Okay, so much for my quiet train ride. Well, then they start texting each other and laughing. And, they were talking fine, and then all of a sudden they got quiet. Then they start texting each other. And I'm sorry, but I'm a catty girl. I mean, when I'm in the club with my friends, or at the hookah bar, I should say anyway, I will sit there, and I will, I will not talk crap or anything. We're trying to talk to each other, and it's loud. We'll text to each other, and my friends will say some really catty crap. And, all girls do it. It's, but, I mean, just seriously, if you're somewhere and two people are talking in front of you, and then they start texting each other in front of you, would you not believe that they're talking crap? I did. I totally believed that they were talking crap. So I was like, now this begins to be not the quiet, but the awkward ride on the train. Thankfully, it is short. So that was annoying, and I did not do any knitting because I didn't have anything casted on, and I didn't have a space anymore. My space turned into my space. So I did not cast anything on the train. It was annoying. I was whatever. So I got to my parents' house. Well, I got to work, I should say. Did my job. Um, and work was pretty much work. There was nothing eventful to talk about there. Later that night, I realized that I had pretty much nothing. I had no knitting or spinning. I thought I had put my project bag in my backpack, but I didn't. I didn't have anything to knit or spin. So that was not good. So I figured tomorrow after work I'll have to do something about that. So Tuesday, I went to my local craft store, which happened to be Michael's, and bought some yarn to cast on a new project. I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast because it's been so long since I really podcasted. But when I first got here, I noticed that I did have a local yarn shop. So I was trying to find the address for it so that I could go before I left. Sometime last week, I think I was going to try to go. And it turns out that in August of 2013, the doors closed for the Daily Fiber Company. I was a sad panda. Because we don't have Michael's around here. We don't really have Joann's. The closest thing we have is Hobby Lobby. Not a fan. But, I mean, it's either that or Walmart. Also, not a fan. So the best that I can do is go to Michael's when I go into town. So I went to Michael's, I bought some woolly stick and quick, and I cast it on a new project. If you remember last week when I was doing the zebra cowl, I said I wanted to do a gray hat that was kind of like that pattern. Well, I did, and I will show it to you in the whips segment. So about that, and I cast it on my project. It was freezing cold on Tuesday. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that because of all the crap that's going on, this Arctic vortex and stuff. But it was California cold, okay? I'll just classify it by saying it was California cold. And my parents don't have a heater. So, well, they do, but it's broken. So the best thing that we have to heat the house over there is a fireplace and the kitchen oven. So in order to try and keep the house warm, my mom decided that she was going to start baking left and right. So she made a pie, she made a lasagna, and she made garlic bread, and she's just like using the oven for hours to try to heat the house. So I thought it was a good idea, very sweet idea. Didn't quite work, but it was cute, and it tasted good. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday, I came home and was notified by my wonderful landlady that I have packages. So there will be a stashy later on in the show. It will be a small stashy, but there will be stash. Thursday I woke up mentally adventurous. I don't know why, but I am determined to knit a pair of socks, or at least to start a pair of socks before this year is over. So my goal for 2014 in knitting is to knit a pair of socks. My goal for 2013 was basically to learn how to knit, which I did at the beginning of the year, and finish a project. And I did that. So first goal was accomplished. Second goal, we'll see how that goes. Mentally, I am like ready to kick ass on this thing, but my skills don't always match up with what goes on in my head. Because in my head, like, you don't know, I am like a hella famous DJ, knitter extraordinaire. Yeah, my head goes woo, and my skills go wah. So that's just how I live. That's me. So Friday I worked on the blog stuff, just trying to make it look a little nicer so you guys don't see such an eyesore when you go and look at the podcast and possibly read the show notes. I changed the background, did a little tweaking on the writing styles. Not much that you can do with Blogger, but I did do the fixing up of the Blogger. On Saturday, I did nothing but work on my whips. So I suppose it is at this time I should show you my progress. So if you have run away from me throughout the babbly, come on back. It is time to show you some stuffs. And to do that, I'm going to switch cameras as I usually do. Okay, so works in progress. Let's get started. So we'll go ahead and show you what I was talking about as far as the hat goes. I wanted to do an interpretation of a pattern. Like it's very loosely based on this pattern here. And I really mean loosely based, because I got the idea for the yarn I wanted to use from this pattern, and I kind of like the way that the pom-pom looks and stuff. So it's going to be, like, there are a few things that will be taken from this pattern, but not much else. I'm not a huge fan of, like, the chunky button stuffs, so I don't know that I'll be doing that. But I think this is called, like, the North American hat. I'll put it correctly in the show notes because I don't have it here. Hold on. Yeah, for some reason I don't have the name of it here, but I think it's like the North American something hat. But I will put the name and author in the show notes, I promise. So I'm doing kind of a loose interpretation of that hat, and I am doing it on Old Faithful Lions brand Woolies Thick and Quick. Yeah. So, I just casted this on. I'm about 11 rows in, and I've already screwed up the pattern. So, I actually am attempting to do kind of like a basket weave-ish thing. 4 knits, 4 pearls, and then alternate 4 pearls, 4 knits. That's kind of how this is going. I don't know that you can see the pattern very well, but there. So that's how that's going. And there's a hooker texting me, so mind the hooker. So so that's that. I have been going crazy with that hat. I'm gonna do a couple more rows like the ones that I've been doing, and then I'm just gonna go into what I did here real quick. I forgot to say this. What I did with this is that I did 4 rows of knit 4, purl 4. I did 4 rows, or did I do 8 rows? I think I did 8 rows of knit 4, purl 4, knit 4, alternating, and then I did a purl row, and then I'm repeating the pattern again, and I'm just trying out patterns to see how it looks. I like doing a lot of freeform things. I was kind of giving myself some crap about the fact that I hardly do patterns, but the bottom line is that I really do like doing freeform things, so I'm not going to give myself crap about it anymore, because I like making up my own stuff. I'm an original. What can I say? That, and I just haven't made any patterns. Okay, so did I? Oh yeah. Okay, so the next project I'll get into. Actually, no. Duh. Let's get into Whirlwind because I have tons of spinning to show you. So this week in Whirlwind, I've got a little bag for my spinning because I am spinning the Roulags. I think I'm working on this one. This is Sleeping Beauty number 1, which actually looks like this, but I have spun all of this out of it. So, this is what I'm spinning right now. And this is from Fairy Tale Spun. The shop is on Etsy. And if you want the link to the show, it is in the show notes from last week. I might throw it in this week too because I'm nice like that. So, this is my little blue spindle. Oh well, screw it. I'll show you what it came like in Stashy Stashy. Okay, so I'm spinning this on my little blue spindle. It is my mini-me. I call it my mini-me because I call it Pixie. Yes, I name my spindles. I also name my hookahs what? Don't judge me. So I like the way that it's coming out. It's allowing me to spin a very, very thin single. And this is so fun. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. I'm taking this on the train. I'm taking this everywhere. This is my green eggs and ham type of spindle. Because I will spin this like Sam eats green eggs and ham. I totally will. So this is so fun. So fun. So funny, 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 fun. Um, so that is the one thing that I am spinning. And, oh, I haven't even said anything yet. But if you'll notice, I actually use that in the intro. New intro. See? That's the other thing I worked on besides the blog. So on the Ancients, and I called this Ancient number 1, because it's the first spindle I got, so now it's the Ancients. I have, this is from Unwind Yarn Company? Yes, this is from Unwind Yarn Company. This was in the Kaleidoscope Bat. I don't remember if this was 11. No, I think this was 13. This was in set 13. So I've been spinning on this like crazy. And I have just really been enjoying all of the fibers that I have been spinning. I like spinning. I actually wrote a blog post that I haven't posted up yet because I just simply haven't had the time. But I read this blog earlier which talked about how when you're spinning it kind of takes you away from the world, and how you can be anywhere doing anything, you know, as long as you're spinning. And I kind of feel the same way, because when I'm spinning I can sit here and listen to nothing but the sounds of the area that I'm in, and I'm totally at peace. It's just, there's something about spinning for me that's really calming and zen, and I really like that. So I kind of, in thinking of that, I kind of started having a sort of reflections on spinning that I'll probably be posting in the blog pretty soon. And I hope you guys, especially the beginners of you out there, really took a look at the video I posted yesterday, last show, about how to keep your work from falling off of the cop, because it was really helpful, and it's been really helpful for me. And I don't know if I showed you, but even on something as tiny as my little pixie spindle, I have that same thing going on there. There. It's probably better. Now I can't see what you're seeing. So yeah. I think it's really helped me a lot. I'm having so much fun spinning lately, and I know that when it's not going so right, especially like it was for me, it was terrible for me in the beginning, it's really daunting, but keep with it and just watch YouTube, because there are plenty of people out there who impart tricks and knowledge and stuff. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into stashy time. Okay, so I don't have much for stashy this week, but I guarantee you more is on the way. Doody-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Not that I've ever shown you this before, but I got this from the Yarn Marm, and her show is on Etsy, or shop, excuse me, is on Etsy, and I will definitely have a link to her shop in the blog notes. She is an amazing person. I've been talking to her a little bit here and there since I put this order in, and I've already got my next order on the way. And she's just a really awesome person to talk to. She's a good shop owner. Customer satisfaction is a really big thing for her. And it shows. So, I will definitely recommend her. This spindle is amazingly balanced. So when I'm spinning it, you wouldn't think that something so lightweight wouldn't be balanced. Like, it doesn't flop all over the place. It's balanced, and it's really fun to spin with. So let me go ahead and just show you real quick how this spins, just so you can get a view of how it looks when it's spinning. Like, it spins wonderfully. I really do enjoy the way that this thing spins. It doesn't flop all over the place. Good job, Sasha. It doesn't flop all over the place or anything like that. It stays balanced. It keeps your yarn from falling off because it stays perfectly balanced when it spins. And I can just flick the hell out of this thing and send it whirling, and it doesn't seem to knock it off or anything like that. It's nice, and I'm really, really enjoying this. So if you are in the market for a lightweight spindle, and I know some of my friends are, this is definitely the place to go. She is the Yarn Mom. She is on Etsy. She will be linked in my blog. So, that is that. And that is it for Stashy Stashy this week. Oh. So I will show you a sample of how it looked when it came. My friends cannot expect their packages to look like this because I swapped out the merino that's in here for a blend of another company's fiber, only because I know one of them is sick of spinning merino after all the merino she has spun, and then the other of them I just gave her a butt ton of fiber. So this is how it comes. It has her card in here. It has her card in here, the drop spindle, and then on the back it has a tip sheet. So if you're a beginner, this is the perfect little thing for you to have. So that's that. Let's go ahead and get into the outro, I suppose, because that's pretty much all I have for you this week. So I hope you've enjoyed the podcast. I will have all the links where you can follow me at the end of the show, because that's how I do it these days, because I forget everywhere you can find this damn show. It's pretty much everywhere. It's everywhere you look. I'm oversaturating the market. That's how I work. Just kidding. So that's pretty much it for me. I will see you next week, and until then, keep on chasing spindles. Bye-bye.